Welcome to your dose of light, love, and laughter. Together, we'll explore motivating and inspiring topics as we shed light, spread love, and share laughter. I'm your host, Tola Ayodeji, call me T. Welcome to L's of Life. Living with changes. Life is change, and change is life. Let's make that make sense. From formation of life to the progression of the formed life and to its completion all depends on the necessary developments which look different each step of the way. Imagine a woman doesn't like changes but wants to have a baby. So much changes will happen to one body to make another body, and the changes don't even end there. Change is so necessary that if you find yourself not wanting to change, it is important to examine why and make sure that you're not preventing yourself from some greatness. Let me give you a weird example. I realized that I'm always saying that I'm not a text person. I'm a phone call type of person. And it came up in many conversations over the years. And the more I heard myself say that I'm not a text person, I started to think, well, why is that? Why have I remained a phone call conversation type of person? Why don't I fully accept texting like most people have? Why am I staying in the Stone Age? I'm not even old. Am I fighting change? Then as I became more conscious of it, I found that I was able to do better with texting with friends that don't do phone calls. And let me tell you, I have improved so much. It still might take me a while, but I don't, or I shouldn't say that I'm not a texting type of person anymore. Now let's move on from my little experience. When you keep moving, you become resilient and adaptable. When you recognize when to be resilient and when to adapt, you're rewarded with breakthroughs in your life. And at some point, you'll actually start to feel like you're gliding through life. Even though life is hard, life is rough, you'll find your own drift. Now, life will always be life. Things will sometimes happen that could set you back, or you find yourself on your butt. Don't take long to get up. Find your balance and grab your drift back. You won't be the first and certainly won't be the last to trip. For me, when someone thinks I'm tripping, I'm like, that's okay. Sometimes I do be tripping. I'm not God, so I'm not all together all the time. I might lose my balance sometimes. I'm not perfect in any way possible. I tell people around me this all the time. I'm not saying all these things that I say so that I can let you know that I've got it all. Oh, no. I've said this even on this podcast before. I fall, I fail, I fumble. I just refuse to wallow in the down. I've got to get to the up. I don't have time for the downtime, but that's just me. If you want that to be you too, then let's stick together and keep encouraging one another. We can only do better. We can get better. And we can be better. Because sometimes we can't change what brought us down. If we could rewrite history, I think I would go all the way back to Adam and Eve. Not just change my lunch choice to salad. Yes, I had a whole meal and a half, but I've moved on from that, okay? So I'm on to doing better now. Change is all some of us need, but instead we choose to avoid. Stop being stubborn and change from what's not working for you. Some people just like being victims. Why is it that everything always happened to you? Do you think maybe you should change your approach to life? Yes, I know I'm being hard on you right now. I'm speaking on embracing change, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. Some people even say that the devil they know is better than the angel they don't know. Are you kidding me? Get thee behind me, devil. I don't know any devil, and I refuse to have anything to do with one. Send me the angel right now. I'll take the angel, please. Listen, I want to be very real with you, okay? I know it's scary to let go. I know there are real fears that people have about experiencing change. But if you want to grow, you've got to change. You have to change to grow. As a matter of fact, growth is the direct effect of change. If you've grown, then you've changed. If you've changed positively, that's growth. Everyone wants to grow in all aspects of lives, but most people don't want to change. Where they do that at? It's like that saying that everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. Well, something's got to give. I pray we live a long, healthy, and fulfilled life. Fear is a natural, sometimes very powerful, and for sure a necessary human emotion. However, please understand that fear serves a purpose, but it's not the purpose. Fear should not be a primary motivator, a basis for justification, or a goal to aim for. On one hand, it can be a catalyst for growth, pushing us to overcome obstacles and learn new skills. On the other hand, unchecked fear can paralyze us, hindering our ability to make decisions, take risks, and ultimately grow. Fear of failure, rejection, and the unknown are some of the most significant barriers to personal and professional development. Looking into the source of your fears, questioning the rationality of our anxieties, and distinguishing between fears that serve as a healthy cushions and those that are irrational obstacles to our growth will do the trick to get us to be able to change things up in our lives. We must cultivate a growth mindset, build resilience, seek support, reflect, and reassess things in our lives. I encourage you to do some research and delve into a holistic understanding of fear and change so you can equip yourself with strategies to embrace challenges and be inspired by those who have paved the way through their courage and resilience. By understanding your own relationship with changes in your life, you will attain more personal growth, new opportunities, and the ability to inspire others. I'll briefly talk about one person's life example with overcoming fear. Eric, I don't want to mess up his last name. His name will be on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. Eric, who became the first blind person to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Do you think if he didn't face his fear of the unknown and the physical danger, do you think Eric's story would have gone in history to show the power of resilience and determination in overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles? You can look this up. One last thing as I end this week's episode. Please share this episode with someone. Post about this podcast on platforms you go on. Let's grow this community. That's it for this topic, living with changes. Now go make it a great day for you and possibly for someone else too. Thank you for joining me in today's episode. I hope it has been insightful to you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Did something about today's conversation strike a chord in you? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment or review. We love hearing from you. Your support and participation helps us shine our collective light into the world. Remember, you can be a source of light, love, and laughter in someone's life today. See you next time on L's of Light, where the only L's we're catching are light, love, and laughter.